Today we're looking at every single cheat, hack, exploit that exists in Blox Fruit. Now, in case you were curious about what Blox Fruit's cheats look like but didn't want to Google it and get your computer infested with virus, I went ahead and did it for you. Before we get started, I have to emphasize this is only for entertainment, alright? Do not cheat. And if Blox Fruit hears about it, they will find you and they will ban you. They won't kill you, I hope. Let's first take a look at an instance where an admin was caught cheating. And it says, caught this dude in 4K. What are you doing auto-farming the game you work for? You're a clown, bro. And that name that we pixeled out is actually Uzoth himself. There it is. You can see him on the screen. That's undeniably Uzoth. And this man is actually auto-farming, caught by the owner, red-handed. To make matters worse, to pour salt on the wound, this dude is using the Dragon Talon fighting style. Guys, what's more crazy about this is admins literally have a command where they can give themselves max mastery. So the fact that Uzoth was doing this means he actually enjoys it. Let's take a look at what actually will happen to you if you get caught cheating. Like this guy right here. I got caught cheating. Well, you know, it takes a special kind of person to admit something this embarrassing. You couldn't torture that information out of me if I get caught cheating. All right, dude's loading into the game. Exploits detected. Let's read that. You were caught exploiting, hacking, and have been punished. Your data has been altered, but not reset. If you exploit again, you will be permanently banned from the game. So this dude, all he did was receive a warning, slap on the wrist for getting caught cheating. What's he typing? I got exploit detected. This dude is definitely an elite hacker right here. And it's so funny. The options they give are just Portuguese, Espanol, and Thai. And the last option is never mind. Like, all right, Blox Fruits, enough with all the yapping. I don't care. Never mind. You won't catch me again. I always thought if you get caught cheating, you just get banned right away. The Blox Fruits owners are way too nice for even giving you a warning. So it doesn't even seem like getting caught cheating is that big of a deal. Just to be clear, I am not telling you should cheat. All right, this is what happens when an admin catches you cheating in his server.
Is that an exploiter? It seems like you're flying. Hold on.
Looks like it.
I got a feeling.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What is you doing?
Look at this guy whacking his stick.
If you ever do this in Blox, if I catch you, this is what's gonna happen. Hold on.
Ban? What's that number mean? Is that their Discord ID? What the hell is that? POV, you enter a number wrong and ban an innocent player. Yeah, what if you just miss one digit and somebody else gets banned? We all know Zeolus ain't that good at math. This was posted on the official Gamer Robot YouTube channel, by the way. That is nasty work. All right, enough said. Let's take a look at the 5 most dangerous cheats, hacks, exploits, whatever you call it in Blox Fruits.
Top 5 dangerous Blox Fruits hacks. Number 5. Auto farm.
Auto farm. We're all very familiar with this. If you ever join a public server,
and hit them. And
look at this guy
accept
twitching
quests.
like that. I found more clips of these cheats that he's talking about in this video. Let's take a look at the different types of auto farming. This one here, this dude is literally auto farming chests. You can see he's just teleporting chest to chest, collecting unlimited money. My man's on mobile, so I can't really tell how much money he's got, but this is absolutely ridiculous. This man's making more money per second than Jeff Bezos himself. And this dude did some random stuff to do an auto random fruit and got a control. What the hell? So as you can see from the previous short, very similar. Your character just hops above the sky and he just island 1 complete. Look at these NPCs. They spawn and die instantly. Auto farming raids. That is unlimited frags, bro.
Number 4. Fruit rain would make
Fruit
the
rain.
sky rain fruits.
That's enough auto farming for today. Let's take a look at some fruit rain. If you have watched literally my last video, fruit rain is actually an official admin command in the game, but also it's an exploit.
It's raining fruits in Blox Fruit.
Raining fruits and Blox Fruits. I love when the weather forecast says raining Blox Fruits. Dang, look at all these
I
fruits.
am starting to lag.
All these guys start to lag.
Too many fruits.
Could never be too many fruits. And there's so many mythicals. Like half of them are legendary or mythicals. Here's another one. Again, with the old fruit mod. Wait, what the hell? These fruits aren't even rendering. They're just gray cubes. Okay, these are falling a lot faster. Good God. Wait, hold on. That was way too short-lived. That was like a 2-second fruit rain. Not gonna lie though, it's pretty satisfying. I mean, it's unethical, but it looks cool. They said Soul and Kilo on Tiki Island. Wait, hold on, that's true. When Tiki Island dropped, the Soul and Kilo already been removed from the game. What the hell? That's an astute observation, sir. These are all old fruit models. How's he on Tiki Outpost? Okay, there's no chance these fruits actually work. Because if dude manages to eat Kilo fruit in update 23, he is actually the GOATed Blox Fruits player. We got another example of raining fruits. Oh, this is an OG one. Look at that thing. What fruit is that? Looks like the old magma, maybe? Oh, he's just putting in a command. Dash rain 1000. So he's putting down Oh my god, these old fruit models. Recorded on Bandicam? This is old school, man. Okay, let me see if I can recognize these. That's the dragon, right? The glowing orange one. The yellow is Buddha. That's the rumble. We got rubber. We got smoke. We got bomb. That's the dough. That's the sand. I can't believe I'm enjoying watching these Blox Fruits hacks. This should be boiling my blood, not making me satisfied. This is one of the most satisfying videos of all time. Whoa. Yeah, I'll take these old school Blox Fruits over the new models any day. Who's with me?
Number 3. Fruit X-ray. This script would allow
Fruit X-ray? What the hell?
Fruits that have spawned in the map.
What is this Walmart fruit notifier? I'll be honest, before today, I've never heard of it. So I found a couple of clips. Let's take a look. Let's server hop. Wait a minute. You can see where flower 1 and flower 2 are as well? Can you see where, like, the Fist of Darkness is in a chest? That would be crazy. All right, we're in another server. Is there a fruit? Oh, there's one. Fruit. 3,000 meters away. It literally is just a fruit notifier, but it's in the form of an exploit. Whoa. Well, there's the fly hack. We found that one, guys. Oh, somebody picked it up. Yo, somebody beat the hacker in picking up the fruit. Come on, bro. Step it up. Get your exploit game up, man. Get your cheat game up. Whoa, wait a minute. It's even got the fruit's name? Wow, damn. Legendary Mythical. Spring fruit. Even tells you the name of the fruit that spawned on the map. Bro found another one 2,000 meters away. Better activate that flying hack now before somebody with an actual notifier gets it. Somebody found it again? Yo, this dude had the audacity to say it's mine. Bro, you're literally cheating. Nothing belongs to you. This account is not even yours, probably. You hacked it. Man, this dude's fruit notifier from Wish doesn't even work. Can't even get these fruits. You're lame. Okay, it says spring fruit and it says fruit. So there's 2 fruits on the ground. Oh, somebody picked up the spring fruit. At least the other fruit's still there. What we got? What is this? Damn, it's a... Wait a minute. You only stores... Yeah, I guess you don't got exploits that gets you more fruit storage, you nerd. All right, here we got the clips of another one. What is that aura around him? Well, I don't remember what this was. Yo, comment down below if you know what's this black aura that's around him. How long ago was this video? This guy's cheat is lame. You don't even have the flying one? Gotta run there like a peasant, like some noob hacker? Imagine spending 2 hours figuring out a cheat, getting 17 different viruses on your computer just to find a kilo fruit. Congratulations, you played yourself. All right, so this is apparently a more advanced version of the fake fruit notifier. It'll automatically just teleport you there. Look, it just takes you directly to it. Oh, and it automatically tries to store it too. Why do all these hackers only have 2 fruit storage? All right, what's this next one? Get my boy something good, man. He worked hard. He deserves this. Oh, what's that? What's that? Ooh, it's a dark baby. What? See how fast it stored it? That's the more impressive part. How did you skip the dialogue? Yo, you see how his character waited like a good 2 seconds before he decided to store the barrier? Even the cheat was like, maybe we shouldn't take this one, bro. Maybe we should just leave it here to pick up these trash fruits. It didn't even want to pick up the smoke. He had to do it on his own. Well, it looks like having cheats doesn't help you get better luck. So whoever's using fake fruit notifier cheats, waste.
Number 2. Fly. This script would allow the hacker to fly very high and very fast.
That hardly seems like a hack at all. I mean, 70% of the fruits in the game lets you fly.
Anyways, last but not least, number 1. Aimbot. This would allow the hacker to lock their aim onto someone when bounty hunting.
Never miss.
Camera view is locked onto this person. That's all.
Never miss.
Subscribe and like as I'm trying to revive this dead channel.
Done. Subscribe and like. Take a look at aimbotting. I'm very curious to see what that looks like. Okay, it says lock on the screen. All right. That aim, bro. Yo, he's following his every move. Okay, I know this was recorded on a potato, but oh my god. Oh, the snipe. Hey, I know he's hacking, but that looked real impressive. Imagine a real person being able to aim like that. What is happening? This guy has 7 million bounty. Well, it don't matter if you're a cheater. Blox Fruits, put a stop to this menace. This guy is the devil reincarnated. I feel bad for all of this guy's victims. This guy said, thanks for using my script. The amount of lack of shame is not even sad. It's just funny. People are all being appreciative. Oh my god, man. I'd rather have 0 bounty than get all my bounty from hacking. All right, here's another one. Here it says use hand to play. You're supposed to use hand to play and I've been using my feet this whole time? Why didn't nobody ever tell me? That makes so much more sense now. Oh, that is ridiculous. Oh, that is... Oh my god, stop. Oh, yo, that was an impressive dodge though. I can't lie. Yeah, it automatically locked onto the next guy. It didn't even hesitate. He's using moves that are out of range. Like, you don't even... This guy's just pressing random buttons. This guy can't even get a hit off with auto aim, bro. This is sad to watch. This is so pathetic. Finally! This guy's hopping around like he's proud, bro. bro. So this one's also crazy. This dude is doing auto farming Kitsune Shrine and Azure Ember. What? Who had the time to script this thing? Take a look at how this works. So activate the shrine. My man already got Azure Embers before this cutscene was even over. Taking auto farming to a whole nother level. Oh my god! You know how hard those Azure Embers are to chase after? They're like cockroaches, man. They're so evasive. How do you even script this? Yo, if he gets a Kitsune out of this, I'm gonna throw a tantrum. Trade that in. What'd you get? Okay, not a Kitsune. All right, okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. All right, I don't believe this. This man is auto-farming Race Awakening Trials. Okay, so wait, hold on. This man got 3 Roblox clients open, getting 3 accounts to max level at 3 different race V3s. This takes so much more work. How's he gonna do this? Trial of Strength. Find the exit to the maze. Trial of Speed. Okay, I think I blinked and missed that. So Trial of Strength, the boss literally just instantaneously melted before he even got to spawn in. Trial of Speed, find the exit to the maze, and my boy got teleported out of the Temple of Time. Where's the maze at? And then finally, the Angel V4 trial, he just flew to the finish line. Boom. Who comes up with these scripts? Please use your powers for good and not evil. All right, so auto farming, that sounds pretty cool. But what if you could just literally stand there and level up like this guy? Yeah, just stand there and reach max level. You don't even have to let your character auto farm. This is auto leveling. There you go, second C right there. Solo leveling got nothing on this. All right, level 1000, light work. How many quintillion XP is that? What, is that even a real number? That's how much XP he got. What quest did you complete? People who want the tutorial. Yeah, it starts off by downloading 70 different viruses on your computer to get this hack to work. Who knows he is a hacker? Now, I would never recommend anyone to cheat. But if you were to cheat, what would be the point of auto farming where you could just reach max level like this? Now, what if I didn't want to just reach max level? What if I wanted something even above max level? Something only admins can get to? Well, look, there's a cheat for that too. Look at his level. My man's about to hit level 4000 and he's got just a bunch of mythical fruits lying on the ground. And it's running on mobile? That's crazy. Bro's on the iPhone 24 before Blox Fruits update 24. All right, enough looking at hackers. Let's look at this guy just destroy hackers. My man's graphics settings set to negative. Found some auto farm. Why are they farming the same boss? And why are they doing 0? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 kills in 1 hit. Oh, there's more. My only thing is this guy killed them 3 out of 3. That means he killed them, waited for 20 minutes for them to have their PvP enabled again, killed them again, waited another 20 minutes to kill them for the 3rd time. That is pettiness on another level I only dream to be on. Kudos to you, bro.
I found an
what's
insane hack in Blox.
That's me. I'm not a hacker. What the hell? Yo, okay, that clip was legit. We actually got those fruit legit. How dare you use my clips without permission and insinuate I'm hacking?
The first step is buy this pink floral teacup. Then
pink floral teacup?
you have to buy this popular girl blonde and brown hair, but I promise you it's worth it. The last thing, only 7 Robux, is this kawaii shirt.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready. Teach me how to hack.
Find this guy and follow the directions and you're wearing the right clothes. Go up to him, try and kiss him, and then you should... Yo, it worked! And look at my money! Oh my gosh! I even have the Susanoo?
The Susanoo? All right, I did everything this guy said. Oh, this had better work, man, I swear. Here goes nothing. Yeah, it's a scam, guys. Fake hack. He tricked me. Speaking of fake hacks, this guy has this exploit that's giving him all these random fruits. And it's raining fruits. Look at the tail on this leopard. It doesn't move. There's no animation. He's got the new leopard with the old Buddha and a kilo in the back. He got the triple Yoru! What the hell? He got a minigun! I'm this close to being just done with it. So we've seen a bunch of hacks so far, and that really got me wondering, who are the greatest hackers in Blox Fruits history? Well, my question was actually answered on the official Gamer Robot channel, where they posted the top 3 strongest Blox Fruits hackers. I have no idea why they would do this, but here we go. Number 3, Aeodial. Level cap bypass limit breaker. He went to level 3014 back in 2019. That's nothing, bro. The other guy went to level 6,800. All right, mid hacker. Let's move on to the next one. FUD10. Isn't he an admin? Fruit Dupe was hired afterward to protect the game, 2022. So he managed to put all these fruits in his inventory. Yo, if this dude actually got 488 dragon fruits in his inventory, he does not even need to get hired by Blox Fruits. He's already the richest man in the world. But I swear, FUD was an admin for Blox Fruits before 2022. He was an admin when I started playing Blox Fruits like 12 years ago. I'm not sure if this is legit. It is absolutely criminal that my boy Uza Uzoth is not on this list. All right, last but not least, who's number 1? Lucky Maxer. I know this guy. 2023 hacked admin system and spam notifications. Loop, gotta be crazy. Loop. And now I'll never say noob again. You know what? That might as well be an official announcement from the Blox Fruits admins. Because have you seen the dialogue on their quests? They all sound like this. Oh man. So if you guys haven't seen that Lucky Maxer thing, basically him and this other dude hacked into the Blox Fruits servers.
But the real kicker here is that it was actually hacked by an ex-Roblox employee.
They even call out MyGame43.
Lucky Maxer, that name's important. We'll come back to it in a second.
So basically, it's a long story. I don't want to yap about it. I'll let Creecraft yap about it. Go watch his video. Well, there you have it, everybody. Every single hack in Blox Fruits. Please do not try this at home. From secret methods that guarantee a mythical fruit from the gacha to admin Uzoth's deepest and darkest secrets. These are some of the best Blox Fruits myths submitted by you guys, and I will be testing them to see if they're true or busts. Speaking of admins, the first one is NU is actually a secret admin. Hi, I mean, technically I'm not allowed to tell you anything, so I'll show you instead. Y'all caught me, boys. I am indeed an admin. Look at my true triple Yoru. And look at all the dragon fruits I just spawned on the map. Look at the heavens Kamui that I'm in. Look at all of these admin commands. Yep, I've been hiding this from you guys for years, and you never had a clue. And if you haven't noticed by now, this is just a fan-made version of Blox Fruits. I'm not actually an admin. Sorry to disappoint you. Myth is busted. Let's move on to the next one. So this next one says you can stack the Western and Eastern Dragon just like the Kitsune. Now, I never tried the Kitsune stacking experiment before, but I did see it on YouTube and it looks like this. Yeah, this is courtesy of Koopa Cool, and I don't know how he did it, but this dude stacked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Kitsunes and 1 T-Rex on top of each other. Let's try it with the dragon. Okay, so we got somebody with a Western Dragon here in my server, ripe and ready to be mounted. Pause. And let me go ahead and hit myself with a transformation. Ooh, red on green mount. All right, let's do this. Wait, I'm not even getting like the mount option. What is impossible? It's not working. It's a lie. You guys lied to me. All right, so here we go. This is how you would normally mount an Eastern Dragon. You just like grab onto his thick hair like this. But now let's try to mount it as an Eastern Dragon ourselves. Come on, stop moving. Stop moving, you little snake. I am weaving around the inside of this other Eastern Dragon. And yeah, the mount symbol is still not coming up. All right, guys, I think it's suffice to say that this myth is busted. All right, there's only one way that I know of where you can stack dragons, and it's like this. Yeah, stack them up, stack them up. Oh, damn it. Yeah, something's wrong with these dragons. They're not structurally stable. So this next one says if you hold a fruit and transform to a dragon, you get a speed buff while walking. This is for the Western Dragon only, because the Eastern Dragon can't walk. It's disabled. Now, I don't know exactly what they mean by that, because obviously you can't transform while holding a fruit. So we're just gonna like switch over and transform as fast as we can. Maybe that helps, I don't know. All right, so I've transformed to the Western Dragon. As you can see here, I am holding out also my Western Dragon fruit. So let's just walk around. Let's feel the speed. All right, this is incredibly slow as expected for the Western Dragon. Now we're gonna remove the fruit that we're holding. We're gonna store it back in our inventory. And it feels equally as slow. It does not feel any slower. With or without the fruit out. Now, this comment had 37 likes, so I thought it would be legit, but there you go. Another myth busted. Holding a fruit does not make you walk faster. Also, why would you even want to walk as a Western Dragon anyway, when you could literally just fly? Whee! So that Western Dragon speed myth didn't work, but don't worry, we got another one. So if you use the transform Western Dragon and fly upwards, direct your camera toward the dragon and spam W and S at the same time, and you will travel very, very fast. So I got somebody here in my server with the life fruit. I got my Western Dragon, and we're gonna race to see who can fly upwards faster. 3, 2, 1. Go! Let's go! Oh my god, look at me zoom, dude! dude. Oh, this guy, I'm out, bro. I am out. He's not getting close to me. This is so fast. Yeah, there's zero chance of him catching up. Bro, where is he? There he goes. Look at this little shooting star. Trying to catch up to my Western dragon. Very cool. There you guys, a myth confirmed. Unfortunately, it only works when you're going upwards. Yeah, it doesn't work when you're going straight. It just looks like my dude is tweaking out. Speaking of speed, I think pretty much everybody and their grandmas know by now that the spring fruit is the fastest fruit when crossing the bridge at Green Zone. But this next myth is gonna shatter our reality forever. It is saying that the rubber is better than every fruit and speed at the Green Zone Bridge. And I think I know what they're talking about. They're talking about this slingshot move. I'm gonna try to fling myself across the bridge and we'll do a side-by-side comparison with the spring to see what is actually faster. All right, let's try to swing ourselves as far as we can. Here we go. Whee! Oh my god. Oh, okay, I crossed half the bridge, but I gotta sprint the rest of the way because my slingshot's on cooldown. And we made it. We're starting off at the same spot. And 3, 2, 1, go! Alright guys, I just recorded the side-by-side. I have no idea which fruit won. I guess I'll find out when I post this video. I'm gonna do 2 reactions for 2 possible outcomes. Myth confirmed. Myth busted. Alright, editor, we'll keep one of the reactions. Please don't keep both. Alright, bringing ourselves back to the dragon myths now. This next one is interesting. I'm not sure if I believe this. If you drop a physical fruit while being transformed as an Eastern dragon, you will get a security kick. Why does the Eastern dragon always get the short end of the stick? Is it because he literally has short legs? Okay, I got my Eastern dragon. I got my furry meter built up. And now all I gotta do is get a droppable fruit from Zeolus here. What are you gonna scam me with today? Of course, dude. You know what? I'll gladly get kicked out of a server while holding the rocket fruit. Here we go. Transformed Eastern dragon. Pull out our rocket fruit. Where is it? Where is this rocket fruit? Is it like inside of my mouth? Let's enter. It's tongue so... Oh, bro, it's like literally inside of me. Major pause. Let's see what happens when I drop it. I don't think anything's gonna happen. And there it goes. No security kick. Myth busted. But wait, let's give this commenter the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it only works in the 3rd seed. I got another droppable rocket here. And let's go ahead and test it. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is such a waste of time. It's not gonna work. As you can see here, I got my rocket inside of my mouth. Go ahead and drop this thing. What is happening? Somebody call the exorcist, please. This is... Oh, God. My dragon just fused into it. Bro, it's literally a head with 4 legs. I'm gonna puke. It ain't a security kick, but this is way more terrifying, so I don't know what to say. Nah, dude, imagine waking up to this under your bed. This thing is definitely gonna haunt my nightmares when I go to sleep later. So this next one also sounds completely unbelievable, but after what I just witnessed, I'm starting to think anything is possible. If you transform into a dragon and unstore the smoke, you will see a new dragon. I don't even know what they mean by that. I guess we'll find out. All right, we're once again back. I'm on the Eastern dragon. I don't know, the commenter didn't specify, so I'm going with my Asian genes. I'm sticking with my roots. Here we go, we're back. Oh, thank God. A normal looking dragon. You have no idea how scared I was, man. Okay, and we're just going to unstore the smoke fruit. I'm very suspicious. I unstored it. Bro, what? What is he talking about? Is my smoke fruit unstored? I'm literally holding onto it in my mouth, right here. Where's the other dragon? Do I have to look deeper? Do I have to look into my penis? Where's my dragon penis? All the way back here. It's nothing but darkness. All right, got my furry meter built up on the Western dragon. Let's give it a go. And smoke fruit is unstored. What the hell are you talking about, bro? There's still only 1 dragon. Oh, wait. Hold on. What the hell is that? Myth confirmed, everybody. I love you. You love me. Nah, seriously though, myth busted. So the next myth that we're gonna be busting is, that sounded so weird. Both of the dragons can't get stunned by anything. All of these, it seems so hard to believe, but you know, we gotta try it. So I got Mood in here with me. He just helped me get my Fury meter filled up. I'm gonna go ahead and transform first to a Western dragon, and let's see him try to stun me. There we go. Looks like he's using the ice fruit. The V move stun. Oh my god. Yo! I actually can't get stunned. The dragon flames burn too hot for these icicles to freeze me, yo. But maybe it's just the ice. Let's try it with a different fruit stun move. Oh, the trident. Yep, none of these things slow me down even remotely. I mean, I guess I'm already technically very slow. All right, now, but just to be 100% sure, we gotta also try it with the Eastern Dragon. Come stun me, boys. Stun me if you dare. Yo, if it didn't work on the West, there's no way it's working on the East. Nope. I can move freely just how I like. Oh, dude, all this twisting and turning is making me think of the... you know what I'm talking about. Looks like it totally works. Dragons are completely immune to stuns. Looks like you don't need to Kentrick if you got the dragon fruit. What if I'm in just base form? Stun me now. Yep, that works. Oh, God. There you go, guys. Myth confirmed. Just as I learned how to do Kentrick like a couple weeks ago, now it's completely obsolete. I'm only gonna use the dragon now. I think that's enough dragon myths for an entire lifetime. So let's move on to another fruit that was recently reworked. The blade fruit can levitate. Levitate. Jump in the air and spam M1s. You will levitate. So I actually already know this myth is going to be confirmed or busted, but I'll show you guys anyway. All right, here we go. Got our blade fruit equipped. So we're gonna jump and just spam M1s. Okay, that did not work. Let's jump higher. I mean, we stayed in the air a little bit longer, but we're definitely not levitating. I mean, I guess kind of, you know, but I will only count it as actually levitating if you could just stay in the air forever, and clearly he can't. The only levitation move is this one. Helicopter. So I'm gonna say that myth is busted. Even if you count that as levitate, it's not very useful anyway. So yeah, don't add me, bro. So another myth with a new ability, if you transform into Buddha and activate Primordial Rain, I still don't know if I'm saying that right, and untransform, then the flame effects will still remain bigger. I mean, I haven't used the Draco race really all that much, so I don't even know what flames they're talking about. But here we go. We're gonna transform. Okay, let's activate our V3. Okay, we get some flames around our chest and stuff. Okay, and then we untransform. Oh my god! What is that? Look, it just literally looks like a disc. It's like a piece of paper. I get a green... Oh, that looks dope. Bro, I wish I could just run around like that forever. Now, somebody also commented, apparently this works for all the V3s. So I just changed my race randomly to the Shark V3. We're gonna transform. Water body and transform out. Yep, we got this big old blue strap around us. That looks... honestly kind of lame. All right, myth confirmed. I mean, I'm not really too surprised because all of these Buddha myths typically do work. Speaking of Buddha myths, I got more for you. If you transform as a Buddha and untransform and equip gas at the same time, you will be the big size gas user, but there will be no Buddha range. Sounds ridiculous, but I'm inclined to believe it. All right, we got our big old golden boy over here. So we're gonna untransform and equip gas at the same time. That's gonna be a little difficult. I'm pretty bad at these things. It's more like performing a glitch. Untransform gas. What? Come on, I did it. All right, let's do that again. Untransform gas. Told me to do it at the same time. Do I have to like wait a little bit? Look, it's not even letting me equip. Bro, that is the slowest. There is no way I could do it at the same time. You see how long that delay was? And obviously, I'm not a big old gas giant unless I do the vapor condensation, which clearly is not what they're talking about. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say that that is busted. But if you guys think that this myth is true, please comment down below and let me know, because like I said, I'm not good at things that require agility. These fingers are very slow. While we're still on the subject of Buddhas, dude, these Buddha myths can go on forever. This one says if I transform into the Buddha and jump as high as I can and then quickly switch over to the smoke fruit, I'll be able to fly forever. Problem is, again, switching fruits while you're in Buddha form, it can't be done quickly. I'll give it a try, not so hopeful. So this is gonna be like my 100th time transforming into Buddha and dragon in this video. We're gonna switch over to the smoke fruit as soon as we jumped as high as we possibly could. But that means we also need to transform out. I can't even switch to the smoke before I land, bro. None of these fruit switching myths probably work anymore. Why do I feel like it takes so much longer to switch fruits now? All right, one more time. As I'm jumping, reach the highest point, transform out. I can't switch. I can't even do it. Guys, if you know of a way, look how long it takes. It's like 5 seconds after I land on the ground. If you know of a way, let me know, but both of these myths have been busted. Let's move on. This dude got the meme fruit. He said, if you set your home point on Snow Mountain, use Buddha shift and teleport home, you will get inside the left mountain. By the way, I like my own comment. Wow, the self-glaze is crazy. Okay, this one got a bunch of likes, so let's hope that it actually works. All right, here we go. We made it over to Snow Mountain. Go ahead and set my home point. Should be easy to pull off. Titan shift real quick, and then just teleport to home. Let's see what the inside of the mountain looks like. I'm sorry, that does not seem to be inside the mountain. Maybe we have to do it at like the same time or something. So I'm gonna teleport home. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope, it does not teleport you into the mountain. Myth busted. Man, we have a terrible myth confirm ratio going right now. But in case you guys were super excited about seeing inside of the Snow Mountain for some reason, I can show it to you guys with my free cam, baby. So yeah, let's just go ahead and dive right into the mountain. Wow, it's just a big empty space. There is absolutely nothing in here. All right, last Buddha one, I promise. So you guys know how Buddhas, they don't take damage while they're in water, right? Apparently, they're too tall to be drowning. I guess I didn't know the ocean was only like 10 feet deep, but there you go. That's the bottom of the ocean, guys. However, you actually can still drown with the Buddha if you're pushed down into the water by an enemy attack, is what this myth is telling us. Now, I already know the answer to this one, but let me just show it to you guys. All right, here we go. Buddha's back to put us 10 feet underwater. You see? There you go. There you go. As long as I'm submerged in the water, I take all the damage in the world. Yeah, so it is true. Buddhas can still drown as long as like more than half of your body is submerged in water. Again, makes no logical sense to me at all because as a devil fruit user, you should just drown right away regardless. Like as soon as you touch seawater, you should lose all your energy. But hey, this is not One Piece, so it don't matter. Myth confirmed. Okay, moving on from all the Buddha and dragon, all those transformations. This next one I definitely think is gonna be busted. There's an NPC with great combat skills at the Dragon Dojo or Castle. If you defeat this NPC, you earn a title. I've never heard of that. That cannot be real. What the hell does that even mean, NPC with great combat skills? I hope they're not talking about this dude right here, because Dragon Talon is pure doo-doo. There's nobody that you can fight in here, man. Let's check every corner. Check the backyard of the ooh, chest. Yeah, my dude was definitely capping. I don't know why, because he didn't even make it believable at all. Let's go ahead and go to the sea castle. What's happening over here? Where is this NPC that you speak of? All right, guys, we have searched every single nook and cranny of castle and the Dragon Dojo, and we were not able to find this mythical NPC that gives you a title. And I went through every single title in the wiki and how to obtain them, and none of them say you get it from killing this random invisible NPC at the dojo or the castle. So your attempt at lying succeeded because it got me to waste a whole bunch of my time. Thank you very much. Myth busted. All right, guys, let's move on to some mythical fruit rolling myths. Like this one right here. If you get a fruit from factory without any ability, then when you roll a fruit, you will 100% get a mythical. All right, we got a factory starting right now. I'm about to spin for the next fruit. Let's test this theory. Or myth, I should say, not theory. All right, we're slashing up the core. What if we just get a mythical fruit straight away, just from the factory? Forget the spins. Give me that dragon, boy! You've gotta be joking. Come on. All right, that's okay. They're giving us the worst fruit from factory, just so to save our luck to get the best fruit from gacha right now. Check this out, baby. We're about to confirm this myth so bad right now. Yeah, shut up and give me my fruit. Yo, it's a dragon. Alright, I'm lying. It was another rocket. What are the chances? Look at that. Elon Musk and SpaceX got nothing on me. Time to blast off. Alright, this next one says, hi, and you, my myth is that if you trade for a mythical fruit, you can actually roll a mythical. Trade for a mythical to roll for a mythical? Does that mean you end up with 2 mythicals? Alright, I just joined a random public server and I see some guys over here trading. Looking for a mythical. Damn, this guy's putting down a gas. Let's hook him up with a permanent life fruit. Damn, he accepted the trade. Okay, okay. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate your business. Now we just gotta go ahead and spin for our mythical. Come on now. We did what we were asked to do. I mean, it is a legendary, but not a mythical. So myth busted. This does not work. But if you're looking for the worst legendary fruit after training for a mythical, this is the right way to do it for you. This next one's got 12 likes. Surely it must work. If you will on your hotkey slash aura at the same time when you spin, it will definitely give you a legendary or a mythical fruit. Okay, so if you turn on aura when you spin, you get a legendary or mythical. If it's anything like the Quake, I don't want it, but let's give it a try. All right, here we go again. Make sure I get my aura turning on and on. Why do I have this puke green aura color? What is wrong with me? Maybe it's a foreshadowing. Maybe I'm about to puke at how impossible this myth is. Here we go. Buy, activate aura at the same time. Well, myth busted. I didn't get a mythical fruit. Your myth sucks. All right, here we go. This account's got lots of money. Let's go with this one. 53 mil. Surely this problem won't happen. Here we go. Let's try not to fail this time. Boom. Myth busted. So there you have it, guys. The only thing that's been confirmed is none of these guaranteed mythical fruit every time myths actually work. This sweet looking granny said that Uzot's worst enemy is lava. Yo! Yes!
Uh-oh.
Yes!
Oh, crap.
Yes! Yes! Let's go!
My God!
Here, hold this. Yeah, keep that close to you, buddy. I need you to remember this gift from me for the rest of your life. Nope, myth busted. His worst enemy is definitely me. But this next myth actually has been confirmed. Uzot kisses a picture of the dragon talon fighting style every night before he goes to sleep. Yep, that definitely happens. That's his nightly ritual. This guy probably lights a few candles around him and puts some rose petals on his bed too, you sick freak. Alright, okay, moving on from the Uzot disrespect. Blank says if you hold gamma knife on control long enough, you can walk, but you gotta keep on holding it. So we got our control here. We're gonna try if this actually works, and if it indeed does, can I still use the gamma rush attack after I start walking? So here we go. Boom. All right, we're gonna hold onto gamma rush. Ooh, this guy pulls out I didn't even notice the sword that he pulls out. Okay, right now I'm totally stuck. I cannot move. I'm pressing my ASWD buttons and it's not working. Oh, I put the sword. Oh, look! I can move now, but I'm still holding the skill. Can I dash? I can't dash. I could jump only once, though. Now, will the attack still hit? Hit him from the back. Oh, it does! But you don't get a cutscene out of it. It's just my character walking around. What in the world? This must have been in the game for a while, because, you know, the control's never getting reworked. It's not something new, but I never knew about it. Interesting. Myth confirmed. It's good to see something being true for once. This one, I already know is confirmed because it's happened to me countless times, but we'll test it out. Sea events never spawn when you need them, but they do when you don't need them. But before we go, I just gotta let the game know. Please sea event, I need it so bad. All right, hopefully the game saw what I said, and let's just cruise around here in behind Tiki Outpost. Well, there you go, guys. I sailed all the way to Danger Zone 6 and no sea events. But now, what if I said, please no sea events? I don't want it. What would happen to me then? Let's find out. Well, I'm in Danger Zone 6 again, and still no sea events, guys. I guess it's just, in my case, if you're me, you get nothing either way, whether you want it or not. Well, there you go, guys. Myth kind of confirmed. Maybe. So this next one here says if you leave with any fruit, you will see that in your storage. So what this person is saying, basically, if you're holding out a fruit and accidentally leave the game or get kicked out, when you join back to the game, that fruit will go back into your inventory. It's not gonna disappear like it used to. I am so confident that this myth will be confirmed. I'm gonna demonstrate with my physical dragon fruit. As you can see here, I have only one. I'm gonna go ahead and unstore it, hold it out. What happened to its eyes? God, where are his eyes? My Eastern Dragon's blind. All right, we're gonna call up Mr. Beast for this guy after, but yeah, let's go ahead and leave the game with the fruit in my hand. I know you're all panicking right now, but don't worry, so am I. And we're gonna join back right away, and God, for the love of God, please be there, please be there, please be there. Oh, thank God. Okay, yeah, it's still here. I mean, I knew that. Myth confirmed because I've actually done this before. So it's a new feature in Blox Fruits. You don't have to worry about losing your fruits from being disconnected anymore, which is great news. But this next myth, I'm not too sure about. This one says if you accidentally eat a fruit and immediately leave the server, you will still have your previous fruit equipped. I really don't think that's the case, but I'm down to give it a try. We're not gonna try eating the dragon, obviously. We'll try it with the rocket. I'm gonna try to leave as quickly as possible, so I'll keep this on window mode. Go ahead and press eat. Immediately leave the game. As you can see right there, when I left the game, my fruit still hasn't changed yet. So I wonder if that's the reason. No, it doesn't. The rocket is equipped now. Oh my god. And I wasn't even done with the eating animation. How fast do you have to leave? All right, let's try that again. This time we'll do the opposite. This time we'll do it with the portal. We're gonna eat and leave so quick, like a flash. And now we're joining back, the moment of truth. Oh! There you go. So you just gotta leave a little bit faster. Now, do I get that portal back? Because I had 23. And I still have 23. Okay, myth confirmed. So if you guys accidentally eat a fruit, just try to leave the game in like 2 milliseconds and you'll be totally fine. Alright, this next one, if it is true, it's gonna completely blow my mind. If you kill an NPC that gives a lot of mastery and quickly leave the game, when you join back and kill any NPC, that NPC is going to give you the same amount of mastery as the boss you just killed. All right, let's try this with something we don't have a lot of mastery on. I'm gonna go ahead and use the shark saw here so we could really see the difference if there is going to be any. We're gonna be fighting llama for this one. Oh my god, the sword swings so slowly though. All right, we killed him. Quickly leave, quickly leave. I don't know how much mastery we got out of that, but we left. Now let's see. We did gain a little bit of mastery on the shark saw, about 20, and we're just gonna go ahead and kill any NPC here. Now normally this NPC shouldn't give me more than like 1 mastery per kill, and that's what I'm gonna expect from this, honestly. Yep, just 1 mastery. Did I not leave fast enough, or is this myth busted? Let's try it one more time. I'm gonna try to leave faster. All right, here we go. Dude's about to die. Quick, 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 quick. I left that game faster than your father left to get the milk. So if this doesn't work, then the myth is busted. Now we're at 248 mastery. We got like another 16 from that. And just 1 mastery. All right, guys, myth busted. Thank God, because that would have been way too overpowered of a glitch or myth. Finally, moving on to our final myth. This one was so popular, it got over 1,000 likes in the community post. And it says, Blox Fruits won't update again. Now, if you guys remember from the very first myth of this video, I am secretly a Blox Fruits admin. So I can tell you very confidently, myth confirmed. I'm about to drop this fruit into the ocean and apparently it will wake up a sea beast. All right, here we go. Drop and... oh my god, there it is! Yo, it just destroyed my boat. Run away, run away! And I just drowned. That was just one of the many Blox Fruits myths we'll be testing out in today's video. Some claim there's a way to roll for a mythical fruit every time. Some claim you can summon mysterious entities into the game. We'll be putting them all to the test to see which ones are real and which ones are fake. Let's get into it. Starting off strong, this myth would actually be insanely overpowered if it's true. So apparently you can auto farm your sword mastery just by using the Love Fruit's Besto Friendo and standing beside an NPC. I got my Love Fruit and I got my Jeet at 169 mastery. You can't make this up. And we're gonna kill these NPCs back here because I don't like their face. Besto Friendo! Yeah! Look how strong the Besto Friendo is. It's actually crazy. Hey, yo! It actually worked! The auto farm works? All right, 172. Let's go. Who needs real life friends when you got Besto Friendo? Now, what if I don't have my sword equipped? Do I still gain mastery? Come on, get him. I still get mastery. I don't even need to have the cheat equipped. Myth confirmed. Let's move on to the next one. So this next one says if I use my angel flight ability as well as the Do, C, or F move, it turns me into a flying donut. So obviously we're gonna need the angel race. All right, there we go. All right, we need the awakening. All right, we got our Angel Awakening. We got our Dough Fruit equipped. Go ahead and give it a try here. We got the flight move, and now we gotta use the F move at the same time. This is sick. We're just a flying donut. Ace ain't got nothing on me. I'm a way better donut than him. But anyway, a second myth confirmed already. 2 in a row. Let's move on to the next one. And apparently, when you have 2 transformed Buddhas...
I need to put on Buddha.
Okay, before I was rudely interrupted. When you have 2 transformed Buddhas, use the retribution dash on each other, you'll send each other flying.
Yeah.
Yo, man! I didn't even count. Okay, so, retribution dash on 3, okay?
At each other, right?
At each other. This is not sus. 1, 2, 3, go! Yo!
Yo!
Myth confirmed. We're on 3 in a row. This is a great streak. So apparently, if one person transforms as a kitsune and another person mounts him...
Whoa.
Hey, I'm just reading what they commented.
Okay.
We can enter the llama room even if one person doesn't have it unlocked.
Hey, man. This is a blank wall. There's no door.
And since Jet is a noob, he doesn't have the llama room unlocked. I'm gonna put on my kitsune. I gotta get my tails. Do you mind?
Sacrifice me for the video.
Yeah, we already have 2 tails. Come on. All right, I got my tails. Transformation. Get on, buddy.
Bumpy ride.
All right, we might hit a brick wall here. I don't know what's gonna happen.
3, 2, 1.
Go!
Oh, I'm in.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right, try to fight him now. Does it work?
Oh, Longma's getting packed.
Yo, he can kill you!
I'm not doing damage to Longma. Wait. No, wait.
So he can hit you, but you can't hit him?
What kind of plot armor is this, bro?
Well, hope you have fun, bro. I'm out.
No.
So Myth confirmed. I'm actually surprised that it worked, but it didn't just work for that one. Apparently, it works for every unlockable area.
It says you must be level 1950 to access area. Since I'm a noob on this account.
You're a noob on every account. Hop on. Let me show you a whole new world, bro. Hey!
But the question is, can we fight him? Oh, we can. We can fight him.
Oh, you're dealing damage? All right, that's all you, bro.
No.
Get him. Get him. Final attempt, guys. We're gonna try to teleport into the Saber Expert room. For this, Jet decided to make a new account. What's your name there, bro?
Jet ski big noob.
Yeah, that seems about right. Hop on, buddy. We're gonna walk on water here. Head on over to jungle.
Is the kitsune even big enough to enter the Saber room, though?
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is a tiny door, man.
Oh, I'm in. Wait. Let's see if we can kill him, though.
I mean, I know I can.
One quick tackle and he's dead.
All right, that's all you, bro. That's all you.
No. Okay.
All right, Myth absolutely confirmed. This is sick. I like this one. So while we're on the subject of going to places we're not supposed to, apparently the haunted boat in the second seed does not allow players below level 1000 to enter, but I can with the portal world map move. So this is the length I'm willing to go for you guys. I literally hopped on a sub 1000 level account, ate the portal fruit, and grinded it to 200 mastery just to try out this one myth. If it doesn't end up working, nobody MR6HQ, my advanced observation hockey predicts something horrible is gonna happen to you. Just kidding. For legal purposes, that was a joke. Let's give it a try here. We're on Hunter's ship. If I try to just jump into the room, it says I gotta be level 1000. But what they don't know is I have a secret weapon. Hunter's ship. Oh my god, it actually worked. What a stupid flaw in the design. This is so dumb. All right, can I hit the NPCs just like I did with the other? Oh, I can. Bet you can't do this, Jet. So obviously Myth confirmed, but why even do all that when you can just do this? Get in there, Blaze. Yeah, see? No portal mastery needed. All we need is a friend that has max mastery on the Kitsune. So this next one would be a little weird if it were true. It says in the third sea, I would die in the water twice as fast with the unawakened flame fruit. We're gonna put that to the test. I got my stopwatch here, and let's jump into the water with the portal fruit equipped. Here we go. Start. That took just under 4 seconds. Now we're gonna put on the flame fruit and come over to the awakenings expert. Yeah, get everything off me. Everything unawakened. And now if we jump into the water, we should oof ourselves within 2 seconds. I don't think it's gonna work, but let's see. Whee! Boink. Took about the same amount of time, so myth busted. That's the first one. Kind of disappointing. While we're on the subject of unawakened fruits, this next person said if you unawaken the Buddha, then hold a fruit out while transformed, then hold D and start sky jumping, you'll go flying. My man really needs to add some commas somewhere on this. This is way too long of a sentence. So we're back at the awakening expert with the Buddha fruit. Just to be safe, I'm gonna unawaken every skill. So we're gonna transform. Little Buddha holding an even smaller Buddha. Oh, I think what this person was saying is if you do the shift lock glitch and just jump sideways, your character goes like really fast. Yeah, holy crap. You see the speed? That's the speed without holding a fruit. Now that's the speed while holding a fruit. What the hell? Yeah, no, a pretty cool glitch, but I already knew about this one. Confirmed, our streak is back on. So this next one also has to do with the unawakened Buddha. If I transform and equip any perm fruit, I can actually keep the Buddha transformation while having that new fruit equipped. Well, we might as well give it a go. I'm already here. Just any fruit, rocket, spin, chop, spring, bomb. I can't even equip the perm Buddha. He said any permanent. I'm trying them all. Myth busted, and our streak is back down to 0. I know it did work back then, but it definitely doesn't work now. Thanks a lot, Ultra Gamer, for this glitch from 2020. So this next one has a lot of yapping, but basically what it says is if you turn your graphics settings from max all the way to the lowest and go up in the sky to look down, you're gonna be able to see the space in the ground. It's kind of weird. I'll just show it to you. So this is me on max graphics settings, right? I'm gonna fly up into the sky, and so everything is normal, just as a regular day in Blox Fruits. Now, let's say I didn't have an actual PC and I was playing Blox Fruits on a literal potato. My graphics will actually look like this. So the buildings behind me, it doesn't even render until you get a little bit close. So some dude in Fortnite is literally just building these structures as we get close. And now if we were to ride our flamingo all the way up into the sky and look down, you're gonna see the... Oh, there it was. Hold on, I gotta find the sweet spot in this, this render. There it is. Look at this. So when you guys don't see the moon, it was underneath the ocean this whole time. There's a science lesson for you. Myth confirmed. Let's move on. So here's another trick. Use star code and you magically get a haircut. I don't know. I got a haircut and I wanted to plug my star code. All right, I'm not that creative. But let's move on. I want to go back to the Buddha fruit for a bit to try out another glitch. So this one says if I use the Awakened Buddha V move while someone used the Dimensional Rift, it makes cool rings in the sky. All right, I got my awakenings. I got my boy Clay. He's gonna test this out for me. Whoa! When I use my V move, do the rift right away. You ready, Clay? Rift me, rift me! That did... Oh, wait, hold on. I do see some rings in the... What the hell? He said, whoa. This guy never seen something like this before. Can we add more rings in the sky? Let's do it again. It's round 2. Rift me! Whoa! I saw some beams shoot up. So that was pretty cool. But now I want to try it during the nighttime and with 2 Buddhas. See if that will put more rings up in the sky. All right, Clay. Rift us. All right, transform. So Blaze and I are going to be the Buddha subjects. 1, 2, 3. Go! Go! There are more. Look at that. Now we're gonna try it with 3 Buddhas. Hockey here is gonna rift us on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go! Everybody go! Go, go! Rift us! Look at those! Look at those! That is absolutely stunning. Look at this one! Oh my god. Myth confirmed. That was one of the coolest things I ever seen in my life. So while we still got people in the server, I want to test out another myth. This person didn't type it out properly, but I think what he's saying is if you're starting a raid as a Kitsune with somebody mounted on you, that person can also get into the raid. So what if we got 3 Kitsune fruits with 3 people mounted on top of them? What would happen? Moment of truth. The raid's starting. Can we be brought in? What? I'm in! Yo, it's pitch black out here. What the hell? Okay, wait. Enemies are spawning. Can I fight them? Oh, no. I can't hit the NPCs. I mean, although we can't really do anything, the myth is still confirmed because we made it into the raid. We could just be these guys' cheerleaders. Go, team! Okay, that was cringe. And while we're on the subject of raids, there's a couple of other myths I want to try out. For example, if you dash out of a raid area when raid starts in the second sea, you don't go into the raid. So I'm back in the second sea, and if you didn't know, once you start a raid while standing in the pod, you can actually move out of the pod, and the raid will still start for you. Hold on, I gotta get a fruit out. We're gonna have to sacrifice a mythical rocket for this. I hate doing it just as much as you hate looking at it, but we're doing this for science. Bill Nye will be proud of us. So we gotta make this quick. We gotta start the raid, all right, and run out of the room. Loading map, loading map. Whoa! What the hell? Wait, I still have the timer on my screen, but I'm not in a raid anymore. All right, now, what if I go and start another raid? We're gonna have to sacrifice another mythical rocket for this, boys. It's for science. Oh my god. Is it letting me in? I'm in. So it didn't happen exactly like this person said, but it technically worked. So this next person said if I reset my avatar while the map is loading, it flings me across the map. All right, here we go. Our 3rd sacrifice of the day. Rocket Fruit's taking so many L's today. Map is loading. Let's go ahead and reset our character. That didn't work. You just made me waste a mythical rocket fruit, man. Come on. Myth busted. That did not work. All right, so we got one more for the raid. If you have an Awakened Buddha fruit and start a raid, there will be the load up screen. Use the Buddha Z move and wait 3 or 4 seconds and use the V move. Something will happen in the raid area. Is it gonna be those rings again? We're gonna stop sacrificing our rocket and go with the chop. All right, let's transform first. Start the raid. Z move. Wait, Z move makes me transform out. Oh my god. It's the ring effect again. Look at those beams get shot all the way over. All right, myth confirmed is actually pretty similar to our other Buddha raid, but let's move on here. I'm not doing this raid. All right, this next one is plain and simple. Ice skating on walls look funny. It got 51 likes, so it must be good. All right, there's a big one in front of me over here, and I just know the fact that I'm not going for this fruit is eating you guys alive. Y'all can sit there and wonder what the fruit is all day long. You'll never find out. I'm just that diabolical. All right, let's go ice skating on a wall. Bro, you can scale walls like that? All right, myth confirmed. There's nothing left to see, guys. I'm not going all the way up to the tower. There's ain't no way. So this one says, when you roll, punch the gacha with combat or any fighting style and jump into his shoulder and roll to get a good fruit. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Just to show y'all how dedicated I am to ensure this myth actually is gonna work, I got on a max level account with the combat fighting style. All right, before we roll, we're gonna punch the gacha one time, jump on his shoulder, and by doing so, we should now be able to get a very good fruit when we do roll. Myth confirmed. Let's try the next one. All right, next up, if you click on the gotcha, use the portal C to go far away, Sea of Treats, for example, and roll there, you will get better luck. I got dough from this. I like how they're giving actual examples of what fruit they got by doing these tricks. All right, here we go. I guess, oh my God, that thing always trips me out. Okay, click on the gotcha. I can't portal out. Okay, the only thing I can think of is what if I do it really fast as I possibly can. I don't think I could dish it out as fast as Diolus be dishing out these trash fruits, but that's the only way I see this happening, guys. All right, here we go. Bye. See. Yeah, boys, I got this spike fruit long before I was able to come over to the Sea of Treats. Myth busted. So I got a confession to make. Remember in the intro when I dropped the fruit in the ocean and it spawned a sea beast? Well, it was a lie. I had somebody spawn it for me. Welcome to the real world. People lie all the time. But this next one is reversed. So it's saying if I spawn a sea beast before I roll for a fruit, it'll be a guaranteed beast type. Now, you just know that is complete nonsense, and you bet I'm gonna try it out. So we spawned a sea beast, and now we gotta go spin for a fruit. It didn't say I had to fight it. Oh my God. So this one's not saying I'm guaranteed to get a mythical. All it is saying is I'm guaranteed to get a beast type. So that could mean the falcon, in which case it would be absolutely devastating for me. All right, here we go. No time to wait. Zeolus, hit me with it. Hit me with... Last time I checked, the spin is not a beast type. Correct me if I'm wrong. All y'all with their spin fruit myths, just giving out false information and false hope to everybody. Stop it. Seek help. Speaking of falcons, this next one says, if two people use the falcon C move, you will go crazy. I mean, I'm already going crazy, so I don't see how this is gonna help. But let's try it out anyway. I got Clay back in the server. This guy's got the falcon fruit out. My man is ready. Yeah, taste that disgusting Flappy Bird. All right, now transform. We gonna use the C move at the same time. 1, 2, 3. What? I mean, yeah, something happens, but it doesn't go that crazy. Myth kind of confirmed. So this next one says you can dash faster if you hold the acidic rifle. Once again, I got my test subject, Clay, with me. He's got the cyborg race. I got the angel race. I'm gonna get Fufu to count to 3 for us, and we're gonna go on 3, all right? Okay, I don't think I'm dashing faster than him, though. Clay is pretty much keeping up at the exact same distance as I am dashing. Yeah, I don't think this works. Myth busted, everybody. So this next one is nothing crazy, but kind of interesting. It says in Hydra Island, you can't enter any of the houses except for one that is in front of the quest giver. Let's go find out what's inside. All right, we made it to the beautiful Hydra town. Where is the quest giver, though? Oh, there it is. There's the quest giver. One house in front of the quest giver. Homie, that's the ocean. Unless you're talking about this one here. This is not really in front, technically, but what the hell? Yo, you could just walk right through the walls? Wait, does it work for every house? All right, this one clearly doesn't work. How do I just walk into that wall? Bro, I got into this one too. Imagine somebody just walks into their house and sees this in the ground. How terrifying would that be? Now, I would say the myth is confirmed, but I was able to walk into 2 different houses, so busted. Next myth is that you are immune to lava when you have the magma fruit equipped. So I'm back at the second sea, standing in the lava, and even without the magma fruit, I'm not taking damage, because if you remember from a previous myth we tested out, as long as you stand still, you do not die. That is Blox Fruits Physics 101 for you. But if I start moving, yeah, there I go. I just instantly evaporate. Now, let's once again jump in, and with our magma fruit equipped, we're gonna start walking around. And oh my God, would you look at that? I'm taking no damage. What if I use magma floor? Why does my magma look more red than this magma? That doesn't make any sense. All right, myth confirmed. That was easy. And for once, Blox Fruits Physics actually made sense. What if I use the ice fruit, started skating around? What would happen? Oh, I can't even move. Yeah, I can't use the F move on lava. So this next one will be absolutely devious and diabolical against noobs if it actually works. So apparently, if you go into the corner of mansion, there is no safe zone. And if this was actually true, you could lure noobs into the corner and just completely obliterate them, catch them off guard. Which corner are we talking about, though? Clearly not this one. Not this one either. Not this one. There's safe zone in every corner, bro. And look at this. Even when you go outside of the mansion, it has safe zone everywhere. I should have known better, everybody. Myth busted. No trolling noobs, unfortunately, guys. I'm sorry. All right, next myth. Apparently, when you're going to tour to re-roll your race, if you just type a / command and say the race that you want, you will get that race. That absolutely is not possible unless it's just a coincidence. So right now, I got the angel race. I've been having this all video. I think it's time to change to the shark /E shark race. There it is, everybody. I better get that shark now. It worked. I got the rabbit. That's what I wanted. It was reverse psychology all along. somehow I tricked Tort into thinking I wanted the shark. Never mind, let's move on. Myth busted. So this next one says if I use the T-Rex M1 while on human V4, my M1 will be red instead of green. Let's test that out, but first I think I want the human race. So I'm gonna here type E rabbit race, playing a little bit more reverse psychology on Tort here, and that should give us the human. Nope. Equal race. There we go. See, you just have to try it a couple of times. It'll work eventually. So right now, as you can see, when I'm using my T-Rex M1, the colors are green. So let's go ahead and get our human V4 and see what the color is gonna turn to. All right, here we go. Let's go with the transformation. Boom, looking sick as hell. Now, the moment of truth, the T-Rex M1. It is still green, bro. It's still green. Bro, that is just the dumbest thing to even have to lie about. What do you mean? Oh, but yo, human V4 with the sanguine art looks absolutely disgusting, though. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Yeah, myth busted. I don't know what this person was talking about. All right, we're coming down to our final myth of this video, and guys, trust me when I say this one might be the most impactful of them all. There is a myth that the game won't update again. Confirmed! Have you seen the clue for the 7th race in Blox Fruits? Or know of the existence of poneglyphs as well as a powerful raid boss that drops the Dark Blade? These are just some of the secrets that Blox Fruits is hiding from you, and today we're gonna be unraveling every single one of them. Starting with mysterious objects that spawn around the map. Have you ever spawned into Blox Fruits and saw this right in front of you before? This gigantic red control room that doesn't seem to be doing anything and kind of just lasts forever until you get close to it and it just disappears. There's never a person inside the control room, and like I said, it just stays there forever until you get close to it, then it's gone. And then all of a sudden the gorillas and the Gorilla King spawns. Could it be that the Gorilla King is the first ever player to unlock the Control V2, or could this be the remnants of a testing server that the admin used to develop Control V2? Your guess is as good as mine. Let me know in the comments down below. Similar to the red control room, have you ever wandered around, let's say, jungle and come across one of these? These tiny little floating cubes that are just there for no reason whatsoever, and you can't really interact with it, and they could be either green, blue, or red. So there's an example of a green cube. Here's me standing in front of a blue one. It almost looks like one of the old Blox Fruits. It could be like the old spin fruit or something, maybe. But you can't really touch it. You could just kind of like walk through it. It's like as if it's not even really there. And here's a red one. I don't want to get too close in case it disappears. So yeah, also let me know what you guys think these mysterious cubes are. Could it be just another glitch or mysterious puzzle that no one has solved yet? All right, the next secret that Blox Fruits doesn't want you to know about, the One Piece. Or something like that. Now, everybody who's ever made it to the 2nd sea knows about the cafe. Did you know the cafe contains a hidden secret? And no, I do not mean these little steps that takes you to this basement. I also don't mean this classified room that you could teleport into. But again, these things are not really secrets. I think most people know about it. What I really meant is a hidden message. If you walk up to the wall in this cafe here, you can see on the wall, very, very faint, but there's a word. 2 words, actually. And the words are, it exists. Now, clearly, just the fact that these words are here alone means that Blox Fruits eventually wants somebody to find it, but because they're so hidden, it means that they don't want most people to know. So what do they mean by it exists? What is it? And when was this added into the game? I have no clue. All right, further from the cafe, if you ever completed a Fruit Awakening raid and got sent to this, what I guess everybody calls it the Awakening Room, you will see not only the mysterious entity who could help you awaken your skills, this giant statue over here, but if you come around the corner behind the pillar, again, almost impossible to see, there are 2 words here printed. I almost can't make out what these 2 words are, but I'm like 96.7% sure that it says life form. I'm not sure if this is, you know, supposed to go in combination with the text that's in the cafe, or if they're completely separate. But if they're saying life form exists, then I have no idea what the hell they're even talking about. All right, moving on to the next one. Stay on topic with the hidden messages. I got one more for you, and this one's in both the 2nd and 3rd sea. So you'll be able to find a message underneath every single trade table that exists. If you look at the, I don't know, the stand that holds it up, you will see a message down here. Chat is the king of Blox Fruits. Whoever wrote this message cannot be over the age of 15. I wonder how old the Blox Fruits developers actually are. And also, I kind of disagree with Blox Fruits spreading misinformation around, you know, just telling people false information. NU is the king of Blox Fruits. There's only one correct answer. All right, this next one is just gonna be straight up weird. I mean, if you have the Yoru and gotten it to V2 or V3, maybe you have seen it, but if you haven't, I'm about to show you. Over here in Midtown, there is a particular building with a green roof that you can just walk straight into, but you get put into this weird, strange room. So this NPC with the ice cream sandwiches in his head, I guess is who you talk to starting your quest to unlocking Race V2, but what a lot of people might not know is the name Robot Mega is actually the original name of RIP Indra. As you can see here, RIP Indra, also known as Robot Mega or Roblox Mecha. I don't know why this dude has so many alter egos, but it is a little frightening, just a little bit. And around this room are just very interesting art. I mean, very abstract. That's like a, I'm not even gonna try to guess what that is. Robot Mega Production. Maybe this is when Indra first founded his company. That was his logo, Robot Mega Production. Very professionally well made, I would say. I will definitely invest in this company. And back here is a drawing of, I guess, My Game 43 with a six-pack. These dudes love having six-packs. Like, there's My Game 43. There's Indra with his outfit with a six-pack. Guys are in good shape, I gotta say. And on the ground is a love letter. Merry Christmas, Winlock Toad. Hope you have a jolly Christmas and a happy new year. And since we're on this topic, why don't I just show you guys where the rest of the love letters are. So the next one is gonna be at Frozen Village. You can see this wall with a different color over here. For Master. Yo, bro. When I say My Game 43 master of me, forget, again, I'm bad. Not for him to be my real master. Only you my master. You my master forever, bro. LOL. What I say about whoever wrote this cannot be over the age of 15, guys. Love letter number 2 in Sky Island. Boom. Oh my god, friend me in Discord again, please, bro. I'll respect you from now. Oh my god, you have all my respect for defeating my enemies in Suns. The hell is in Suns, guys? Can y'all let me know? And finally, the last love letter is going to be in Marine Fortress, somewhere in the back here. I actually don't remember exactly where it is. Oh, there it is. Not only does this secret room in here have a love letter, it has this big old heart and a maze. Oh, there it is. And as tradition, we must read the dialogue. Oh my god, you know well, I hate Winlock. Don't interfere the sun versus the sun. Yes, master, I have respect, but don't try to surpass my limit. 5,000 Robux for whoever can figure out what those 3 letters mean and what the hell this is all about and how it relates to the Yoru V2, guys. This is the biggest hidden secret in all of Blox. All right, moving on to the next hidden secret, we have the free money code. Now, this one's very simple. Remember how we're at Sky Island? If you hop into this old clock building here, look into the ceiling, and it will say to you, FUD 10. Now, to just anybody who's new to the game, they would have no idea what it means. But lucky for you, I do. What that is actually a Twitter code that gives you free money. Check this out. If you put this in and hit redeem, be right back. All right, we're on another account where I haven't redeemed the code. Here we go. Look at the amount of money we are about to gain from this, boys. What I tell you? Free money code. All right, up next, guys. Remember how we were contemplating whether the One Piece actually exists in the world of Blox Fruits? Well, this next secret I'm about to show you kind of confirms that it does. It exists. It's real. Now, in the world of One Piece, there are many poneglyphs scattered all around the world, and they're large cube-shaped objects and have ancient scriptures written on them. Now, these scriptures, to those that could read it, tells you a story of history. His story. Now, out of all of them, there are 4 rolled poneglyphs that will actually lead you to where the One Piece is. And in the world of Blox Fruits, poneglyphs actually existed. But I did find some clips on it from YouTube, so huge shout out to the creator. All credit goes to them. So here's a clip of it. Somebody playing on mobile, so it's hard to see, but as you can see, it's this massive cube, clearly with writings all over it. And he was able to sort of lighten it a little bit, and you could see all of the writing transcribed on it. I mean, I have no clue what the hell any of this says. So just taking a look at the Blox Fruits wiki here, this was implemented between updates 10 and 12, and it was located on the Snow Mountain and the Cave Island in the Second Sea. Yeah, so very freaky. Not sure why this was added into the game and then removed, but hopefully they bring back the poneglyphs and some cool puzzles that come along with it in the future. Now, that being said, the poneglyphs are not completely removed from Blox Fruits because it still kind of exists in a form in the Light Raid. Once you you reach the final island in the Light Awakening raid in the pyramid where you find the boss, when you reach the very bottom of the staircase, you will see that there is a wall that has poneglyphs transcribed all over it. Not sure why the cubes are removed from the game, but they transferred it over to a wall in the light raid. But lucky for you, I actually do know how to read poneglyphs, so what this is saying right here is use star code NU when buying Robux. That's basically what they were trying to tell you, so... Hey, it's ancient text, you gotta follow it. Alright, the next secret that we must unravel is the secret raid boss that nobody has ever seen, Hawkeye's Mihawk. Now, the Mihawk raid boss, like I said, doesn't exist in the game anymore, but here are some very terrible quality images somebody took on a potato. And the legend has it, if you ever do manage to kill this boss in the Coliseum in the second sea, he will drop a free Yoru with a very small chance. So like I said, guys, the boss does not exist in the game anymore, but I was able to find an old clip from over 4 years ago by Axior of him and a bunch of other people fighting this boss. Just by looking at the screen, it's nearly impossible to make out what's going on, but everybody's pretty much just spamming at the Mihawk boss. Where even is he? Oh, there he is, right there. That's pretty epic. I wish they had more like world boss events like this in Blox Fruits. I don't know why they don't do this anymore. But yeah, eventually they did kill the boss, and one of these guys got the Yoru. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's just all petition for Blox Fruits to add more cool stuff like this in the game for the future. Now, we just can't talk about Yoru, V2, V3 quest, and also Mihawk without talking about Indra. I mean, that is his signature sword. Now, everybody knows about the Indra that's on the remote island that you must defeat to get to the third sea, and also the Indra raid boss that you summon at the raid castle. But did you also know there's a hidden Indra NPC somewhere in the second sea as well? And he would be exactly right over at Graveyard. Now, this giant cave-looking thing, if you hop over, and just to the right, there is RIP Indra in the flesh. So what this NPC does is basically right now I have the Yoru, right? And I have the green Yoru. And what he can help me do is turn it into the black and white Yoru. So we're gonna enable the dark blade skin and activate it. It will give me a black and white Yoru. And instead of doing the attacks in green, it's gonna be black and white. Pretty dope. So up next, we all know about the 6 different races that exist in Blox Fruits: human, rabbit, shark, angel, cyborg, and ghoul. I ran out of fingers. But if you didn't know about it, my last video, I ranked every single one of them, so go check it out after this one. But did you know that there might potentially be a 7th race in Blox Fruits? So if you're like me, a pro, who has done a Race Awakening trial before, then you would know about the Temple of Time, these stairs that lead you up the clock room. So once you make it to the top, I think everybody's key focus is where the ancient clock is. But if you actually paid attention to the surroundings, you will see that there are banners for every single race that exists in the game. Here we got human, cyborg, ghoul, rabbit, angel, and the shark race. But if you ever bother to go around the back, you will see that there is a 7th banner that is currently empty. Now, why would the owners put it in there if it serves no purpose whatsoever, other than to hint to us that there is a 7th race coming into the game? Many people anticipated a giant race, but that wouldn't really make sense to just have massive characters running around. Like, how do you even go into like these rooms? Some were hoping for maybe the Tontata tribe, but then that also wouldn't make sense because they're super tiny. Like, how are you gonna hit them in PvP and stuff? But the race that is the most likely to be added into the game is the one that's been revealed recently in One Piece, the Lunarians. You know, King with his flame on his head. Now, that would be pretty cool because in order to unlock Race C4, obviously, you would have to go through a full moon cycle. And Lunarians, the name suggests that they're from the moon themselves. So this could be, if added into the game, probably the most OP race, but we're just gonna have to wait and find out. Alright, this next one is pretty funny. It's almost like an Easter egg, but weather effects actually exist in Blox Fruits. But in order to demonstrate, I need you guys to pay very close attention to this is how my character would normally look like. And I want you to see the difference after I enter into an ice raid. Alright, we just cleared up that first island real quick. But now, I want you to take a look at my character. Can you see a difference? My dude is literally shivering in this ice raid, man. Give me some clothes. Maybe if I put on a coat. No, it doesn't really help. Yeah, no, I'm still shivering. Alright, here we are in the sand raid, and my character is once again shivering. Hey, maybe it's just cold out in these raid islands, guys. Somebody's blasting the AC up in here. I don't know what's going on. Let me know why you guys think your character is just always shaking in these raids. Maybe he's actually just scared. Maybe he's scared to be fighting against all these NPCs. All right, up next, Secret Island. You know how you're sometimes wandering around the second sea and you see the silhouette of like a mysterious island that just seems like it's light years away? Well, it turns out you can actually get there if you have the patience, and it's not that mysterious after all. So I'm gonna show it to you. Oh, look at that. Okay, we almost made it. Actually, it didn't take too long. And guess what this place is, guys? It might look kind of freaky from the outside. All this is the inside of the haunted ship. Guess what? The actual inside of the haunted ship is not in the ship itself. And it's somewhere just out in the middle of the sea. As soon as you land on it, you just start dying. It's like landing in the ocean. Oh, no, 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 no! I'm dead. Oh, hey, look! I spawned back to the haunted ship. That's exactly where I am. Now, if I walk out the door, I'm not in the middle of the ocean, and I'm actually on the boat itself. I don't know why they just didn't design it so that you're actually inside the boat, but I'm not a game developer, so I don't know. This is just one of the islands you can access indirectly. There's also the island where Indra is, the Temple of Time Race Awakening room, the Tiny Sky Island where the Thunder God is, and also the hidden maps where the admins hang out. Speaking of which, let's take a look at those ones. All right, so the Secret Sky Island where the Thunder God is. Like I said, you could try to fly up to it. It's gonna take you about a half hour, or an easier way to get there is by completing the Rumble raid. So let's go ahead and do that. Get me my Rumble chip, and let's get the show on the road. I'll see y'all back when I've completed this raid. End this! Easy dubs. Give me that 1,000 frags. Woo! We made it! So now we're on this Tiny Sky Island where the Thunder God resides. You can talk to him to get your pole V2. That's pretty much all there is, but it's a pretty neat place to be. A lot of people don't know about it. You have to have fully awakened your Rumble and have the pole V1 in order to get here. So this portal takes you out of the island, but we're gonna take a different way. I think we've been here long enough. Let's actually jump off this time. And there you can see it slowly disappearing. If you knew where you were going, you could definitely fly up here. It'll just take you a very, very long time. Yo, we finally made it. Where are we? Oh, we're pretty far off from the second sea. Okay, where are we gonna respawn now if we die? Hot and cold. Well, there you go, guys. Secret Sky Island. Let's move on to the admin hideouts. Now, unfortunately, guys, I do not have access to get to the admin map, so we're gonna need the help of Uzod. He's gonna take us there, give us a tour, MTV Crib style. First one, Frozen Dimension. Yo, look at, ooh. Okay, so this massive Coliseum that is way bigger than the one in the second or third sea. You could barely see it through all this snow and lightning literally raining down on you. Look how massive this arena is. All right, let's get the hell out of here before we die from all this thunder. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the RIP family hideout. Once again, you guys are probably familiar with this. I became best friends with RIP Indra videos, so if you haven't seen that yet, be sure to go check that out. But yeah, basically, it's just a series of endless doors. You just keep going through them, and I don't know. I think it never ends. So I guess this is the actual structure. So there is an end to it. If you just keep running through, you'll eventually reach a dead end. That's all there is to show on this one. Let's move on to the third hidden map. Take us, Uzoth. Take us. This is the Red Legion hideout. My opinion, much better than the RIP family hideout. This is an actually cool looking golden building. This is the golden gate through which I guess you enter. Fly up here. Yeah, it's just a series of tiny temples. And yeah, you could go inside every single one of them, but again, they're empty. Wish there were some hidden secrets in there, but unfortunately not. It's just this island that's the secret. Until we walk up to here. Look at this place. Massive empty room, nothing inside except this throne. Yeah, this massive white toilet seat. That's pretty much it. So there you go, that's the Red family hideout. You saw the RIP family hideout. Let me know which one you think is cooler. All right, the last and fourth place, the Pocket Dimension. I mean, I don't know what's there to say about this? Bunch of blue pillars, blue cubes all over the place. Not much is going on here. I mean, I can't tell what's going on. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this map. It doesn't really serve any purpose. Doesn't look that cool either, so. And there you go, guys. There are the 4 hidden secret maps that the Blox Fruits owners don't want you to visit. Let's move on. All right, up next, we talked about the poneglyph that no longer exists in the game, as well as the Mihawk raid boss. But did you also know there's a special accessory that has been completely wiped from existence as well? Blox Fruits don't want you to know about this, but it is called the DS coat. So because it's not in the game, I can't show it to you, but this is basically what it looks like. It looks like a marine coat. It's blue and it's got a logo on the back there, which we're gonna look at in close detail. So this is what the logo actually is. It's a diamond and the DS stands for Diamond Syndicate. And if you take a look at the Blox Fruits wiki here, basically this code is owned by members of the crew that won a PvP tournament back in July of 2019. That is almost 5 years ago. Since then, this cape has been completely removed from the game because apparently one of this group admins tried to sell it for Robux. And even the members that already had the cape just can no longer use it anymore. And look at the stats. It gives you +5 damage to all attacks, +200 energy, +200 health, and a custom ability called Broken. I'm very curious to see what that even is. The next hidden secret of Blox Fruits, probably the most outrageous one in my opinion, is the Blox Fruits dating simulator. Now, they don't really talk about this game anymore, but I'm pretty sure you've seen images pop up of RIP Indra-chan. Oh, the cringe. Believe it or not, the game still exists. If you look in the Blox Fruits Discord server under the server announcements channel, you'll find that it was released just over a year ago, and you can just click on the link and try to play it yourself. So yeah, it's pretty much like every dating simulator. You talk to a bunch of... Ah, I forgot about this thing, dude. Yeah, I'm not gonna play this game all over again. I'll just play some old clips from my from the video I made about it. But basically, you get to chat with Blox Fruits admins and try to date them somehow. There's RP Indra-chan right there. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I gotta go through with it. Oh, the facepalm. You also get RIP Indra with muscles, and there's Zeolas. It's just like every Blox Fruits admin is in this. Even my boy Uzoth. There it is, Uzoth in the flesh. Just be warned, if you do end up playing the game, this guy yaps a lot. Like, I have no idea what he was talking about when I was playing this. I skipped all of the dialogue. I wonder why they haven't tried to hide this game's existence from all of humanity yet, but hey, maybe they're proud of this work. All right, the next hidden secret, which is not so well hidden anymore. I think a lot of people already knows about it. And it's basically Blox Fruits giving a shout out to some of its fans. So if you head over to the second sea on top of the Kingdom of Roses, where this mansion is, and go around to this bed, you can see some pretty cool objects laying around. You get a sphere that is representing the flag of Thailand, and also a cube that is the flag of Brazil. If you head on over to the third sea, also in the third sea mansion, go around to the back, you get a cone-shaped hat that has the flag of Vietnam. So this is just a cool Easter egg. Brazil, Thailand, and Vietnam takes up like a lot of the Blox Fruits player base, and it's just basically the Blox Fruits owners paying homage to them. Paying homage. I can't even speak anymore. In addition to that, guys, I was able to find a clip from Axior's channel, shout out to him, of RIP Indra actually summoning the Brazil Cube. Look at that thing. That's pretty dope. I even see the homie Official Newbie in there. Let's see what Official Newbie get from the Brazil Cube. Ooh, we got a Dark Blade out of that? That's pretty sick. So like I was saying, guys, I wish Blox Fruits did more cool events like this. They kind of don't happen anymore, it seems like. All right, and that takes us to the final hidden secret in all of Blox Fruits, and I think this is the most well-hidden secret, and we're probably never going to unravel the answer for this one. We're never getting a response. And that is the release date for the Dragon Rework update. All right, thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.